Hello everyone, welcome to the Northern Tarot. My name is Andy. Today, as promised, I will make a video about soul awakening. This is part 2. So part 1, we already talked about the purpose, the ideas why we have to, like train and learn to to get our soul awakened, to waking our soul up. And in this part, we're gonna go a little bit deeper about the the big purpose of life and why it's relevant to the soul awakening, and how many types of soul awakening and what we need to do after that. Because see, after soul awakening, it's not the end. Remember, life a journey is the journey is about learning and training your soul. So, but the awakening is very important because it shows you that meaning of why we've been looking for things and searching for things without understanding it. So, in life, if we look around even in the family, the people the friends, the people at work, and anyone around you, you will see that a lot of examples been set already. A lot of people, because they were greedy, they were stealing, they were, stabbing people behind the back. They've been um, cunning because they thought that they're smarter than other people. So they wanted to get things. The way that being selfish and being criminal. And then by the time they died, we don't see anyone die happy, and most of the time they were feeling lost when the time is ticking, when they have to leaving earth. And then when they die in confusion. It's kind of like very upset and painful situations for the majority of people worldwide, um, because they cannot keep the pure soul. They don't follow the protocol and the principle of the universe. And life is actually created by God, and God does exist. But a lot of people, they don't believe it. And to be honest, you don't need to be religious to believe it. If you have the knowledge and wisdom, and if you manage to awake your soul, you will see it. Because I myself, I was never religious until I started the tarot work. And it turns out that there's a lot of things that going on every day, but we didn't see it. So life is actually religion, and it was created because that is God religion. It's like our Father, the Creator. Right? You can call him God, you can call Father, you can call Creator, but there's only one person. And life was created not to be a heaven for people, and money is not for the purpose of finding happiness or finding the heaven on earth. The reason why I say life is with religions, because if you don't know how to worship and appreciate it, that is the sign of you don't know how to worship and appreciate yourself. Because obviously that our energies, our thinking will reflect to the 3D world, to the people around. So but the good thing is Sagittarius is really religions, because that's the reason why we tend to be money free, because it doesn't serve the religious purpose. So to be allowed ourselves to go and find that religious meaning of life, because it was the core of what we're trying to search for, we will have to go through all the steps, all the lessons, paying back all the karmic, and then we will be awakened. And when after you being awakened, you will start to see things clearer. And thanks to that clarity that you are gaining every day, you will start to see the path and the door of the way that you're supposed to take, because that is your higher self purpose. Now, so the meaning of all of this is we have to go and find our higher self purpose, and that because your higher self purpose side is is yourself, but because they signed on all the contracts before they enter Earth, so they knew what is going on. They even knew who is your soulmate, even knew the name of your soulmate this life. For some reason, they've been all arranged. But because before we can, open our eyes, we get confused. And that's when the intuitions that, trying to tell you things every day is actually your higher self, yourself in the future. So by awakening, you won't be confused anymore, because obviously now you will kind of see things. That's when you start to recognize why people did what they did. You gain all the truth, the clarity, and then you can see the purity. That's why I say whatever you do, the key word is purity. We have to keep that to allow that we reach the final goal of life, which is not being confused why we're living here, why we've been suffering, and then we'll feel happy that when we're going back to heaven. So that is no more scary. So that is a very, very important piece of information that we need really to think about, because obviously that when we're speaking about dying, everyone will be scared. You only scared if you didn't know what you were doing, where's the goal, the destination that you have to reach to. And after that, you will see why you will be relieved that you can say goodbye to Earth, and like until next time, until next reincarnation. So let's talk about the awakening after the awakening, because the reason why we have to go and align with ourselves and things like that, I mentioned in part 1 already. Now, after the awakening, we still have to keep on the works and practicing it. So you can apply that to your family, your friends, or even on me, to see that if you really can recognize someone's soul. When, for example, like when I talk to someone, or even when I read the comments from you, I know right away where you are in your journeys. If your soul still got the problems, or your soul already purified. Now that is the power of it. So when you manage to do that, the people will never able to harm you anymore or trick you anymore, because you will be then become the master of the mind. And the reason why Sagittarius is actually being chosen to be the religious sign, because we are the pioneer in religions. So by your success of awakening yourself, your soul, you will then show the people the examples, especially those that failed you, those that harmed you or hurt you. And that's how you will have them to be awakened without even having to do anything. So that is the very powerful things that we actually, so that's actually your mission. Then you will have to spread the love, the wisdom, the knowledge to the people that you love, the people that deserve you. You don't spread to the wrong one anymore. And that's when you start to realize why you have to go through all these things. And to be honest, see, in our channel, the people that send to me, you are all really, really blessed. But I think sometimes you didn't know it, so you felt like you were unfortunate, but you're not. Trust me. And also because it's a divine timing, that's why we meet this time. And for some people younger, even it's not your divine timing yet, but if you hear and listens and learn all these things, because obviously that you're gonna see a lot of examples will be in the channel who managed to succeed with this process, you can shorten your time. You can avoid a lot of pains that you don't need to go through. um, okay, now, so deeper about awakening, how many types of awakening we have? There will be two types of awakening. The first one is the ordinary one. So it's like the standard one. Let's call it the standard one. So the standard one is the process of you going through pains and losses in your life, and a lot of like unexplainable stories or situations. Then it forces you to learn things, to know what it was for, what is the lessons, what is the implications of spirit trying to guide you through. Once you got all that done, you will be then challenged, like the past few months, by all the deceptive energies, because when they saw you about to get the blessings, to be awakened, you were trying to come in as a test from the universe to offer you temptations, lures, to see if you really trust yourself and trust the process, trust the universe. Once you manage to like fight off these deceptive energies, you will start into the awakening time. I say time because it's not just one day, like you open your eyes and everything's clear, but it's getting clearer and clearer and very fast, up to the point that you're not sure. So when you actually were awakened, was that last night or was that this morning? That's the idea. And when you can recognize your own higher self, your soul, you will start to recognize other people's souls, and then that allows you to recognize your soulmate soul. Because when you are awakened, the soulmate will be summoned, because it's time for you to enjoy your official life. So we don't start living until after we are awakened. Remember that. So if even you think that you were late in your life, you didn't have things like other people, if you understand now, you will feel very happy that at least you managed to get to the point that you're ready to get awakened. And please pray and ask the universe to help you, to support you, or the people that you think that can help you, like me, for example. I will help everyone. um so is that is the first type of awakening. So this one is applied to everyone, every sign actually. So Avelina asked me yesterday about that. That's a good point. It's applied to every sign. As long as you're human, as long as you are soul, then you have your soul journey, you have the lessons to learn. Doesn't matter if you're working for Hades or not, because after the people that the devil cards, the evil cards, after they hurt people and people manage to get awakened, they will be then open their eyes, and then they will turn to the light. And that is why Sagittarius is a blessed sign for that reason. We're not blessed with money. Some signs blessed with money, but remember, life is religions. Money wasn't created for any good reason at all. It's the abundance, the money, temptations, everything were created to challenge people. Now, once you got the final answer for yourself of your soul purpose, when you align with your higher self, the abundance, the money will be then given to you as a funding. You can think it's a reward, okay, but it's a funding, because by then you will know exactly how to use it. You use it for your own happiness, for the right reason. You use it for spreading the things, the happiness, the joy, and the missions that you registered. That's why you will receive everything after you manage to get awakened. So awakening is really important for anyone. It will show you all the questions about why you had to do things in the past, why you shouldn't be miserable, and why you should feel grateful, and why you will be happy even if you die. So, okay, now the second type of awakening is the ritual one. Now, this one is not applied to everyone, and it's very rare, to be honest. A lot of monks practicing, or the people in the church and things like that, they got these knowledge and wisdom, passed on from the people in the past, human. That what happened was, human discovered this through God's, messengers, the people that like deliver the messages, and then they try to make the system of knowledge to pass on, but it's difficult to really comprehend because it's probably 1,000 years. The information is being misread. Now this ritual one is probably one in a million that people will go through, and this is the most complicated awakening. It will be divided into different stages. So the beginning, it's gonna be the ceremony for people with their ancestors, or whoever is that from the sky, and then there will be the second one, the third one, and the fourth one. Well, for me it was 4 of them, but I think it depends on how fast you recognize what's going on. So each stage they prepare you a little bit more understanding about what's going on, because it's not just like like one thing and then suddenly you awaken. So it's also a process, just similar, but the difference is, in this kind of ritual awakening, you need a lot of skills, especially grounding skills, or else you'll be lost into other dimensions. And you need a lot of knowledge and wisdom, and you had to really precise in what you're trying to think, because like obviously when it first happened, people will be kind of like confused what's going on. And then your mission is had to solve the history of your soul. Basically, you will find and decode the things that you meant to do, what you've been trying to practicing and training your soul through lives since the original up till the present times. And it gives you a lot of insights and kind of like mysteries from the universe. And the last one, the very last one you have to solve is where you from, or who you were before originally. So that is the most difficult one. And once you solve that, all the how I say, the roller coaster of, because it was like different dimensions running at the same times, a lot of different memories, images, voices, languages. It's kind of crazy. But once you solve that dimension, that roller coaster just stopped straight away. And after that, you can actually meet God and talk to him. You can't see him because he's standing behind the sun, but you can see his shape. It's huge. So that is the thing that I know. Now I don't know if anyone else get more ideas about these things, but if you have any questions, you are welcome to leave me the comments or email me. I will try to reply everyone once I have time. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoy this video, and if you like this video, please like and share and subscribe to my channel to have it grow, and I will see you in the next one. And tomorrow I will be online 8 p.m. In the evening of the UK time, and hopefully that, you know, like this time we managed to do it, and then I can talk directly with people. Okay guys, thanks for watching, and I will say goodbye now.